Well, 5 years later, locals have learned to love the big old pole. But the American brought in this year to take charge of Lye's collection has walked straight into another fuss, this time over plans for a new centre to celebrate Len's work. The centre is expected to set ratepayers back around $700,000 a year, yet the council's paid a deposit to secure the site well ahead of next year's public consultation. Meanwhile, Taranaki's museum, Puki Ariki, has a new head. He's a former advisor to Tony Blair, who's well versed in the art of convincing a sceptical public to get behind its arts and culture. Julie Hill reports.
1, 2, 3. Oh, beautiful.
It was Len Lye's wish that his life's work should remain in his hometown New Plymouth. It's a huge collection, only a fraction of which has ever been seen by the public.
There are, over 7 meters of archival material. There's 7 kinetics that are used for exhibitions. There are several more designs for works that were never realized. In addition, there is 500 audio tapes, there's about 50 photograms, which are really interesting works, and about 1,400 works on paper.
Harvard graduate Tyler Cann came to New Zealand last year after a worldwide search for a curator solely to look after the Len Lye collection.
Len Lye's reputation as an artist is somewhat fragmented, I think. Those in the world of film know his film work, those who know kinetic sculpture know that work, and those who know British surrealism. But some place like the Len Lye Centre could be a place, a sort of hub for that reputation around the world and bring it together and really realise the potential that's there.
All these treasures need to be housed in one place, so Taranaki District Council's just voted to pay the deposit to secure a site next door to the Govett-Brewster Art Gallery. That's despite some in the community saying the council's jumping the gun.
What we have done so far is that we've convinced the council that it's time for us to go out to community consultation and ask the community how they feel about us proceeding with the Len Lye building.
The plans will be put to the public next year. Councillors estimate it'll be at least 2008 before any work begins on the centre. The Govett-Brewster is still searching for a new director to replace Greg Burke, who left in August for Toronto. Down the road, Taranaki Museum Puki Ariki has just acquired its own new head. Scotsman Bill McNaught's just been awarded a CBE for his services to arts and culture in the English city of Gateshead. During his tenure, McNaught commissioned the largest art gallery outside London and the award-winning but controversial Angel of the North by sculptor Anthony Gormley.
As soon as we went public with the idea of developing this piece, the local media seized on it as a fantastic story to say, look what this lunatic council in the north of England's doing. We were even on the news at 10, the national news, and they had artists' impressions of the angel looming over the motorway. And we had letters in saying it's going to block out the sun, it will stop us getting TV reception, all this money should be going on schools and hospitals, which you can understand the concern about schools and hospitals, but the fact is that the Arts Council's lottery money was not going to go to schools and hospitals, it would go to some other city in the UK.
Do you see some similarities with that situation and the construction of the Windwand behind you there?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I came here after the Windwand fuss had died down, and now everybody loves the Windwand. It's an icon for the region. So yeah, very similar stories. The Angel of the North is now hugely popular. Not everyone likes it, but as with any work of art, you'll get some people who like it, some people who don't. What I am absolutely clear about is that it's the cities and towns like New Plymouth that will benefit from having the courage to take these kinds of decisions. And they're not taken on a light whim. They are carefully considered, calculated risks to invest in the future of New Plymouth and in Taranaki, making it a more creative city that people want to come and live in, want to invest in, want to come and visit as tourists.
Also new to Taranaki is the slogan, like no other. Local company Venture Taranaki was paid $50,000 to come up with the trademark and its accompanying positioning statement, legendary.
Basically with the brand, you have to be true to what the region is. And there's a lot of things about Taranaki. We punch above our weight. It's an absolutely fantastic place to live in. It's got so many things going for it now. It's just absolutely brilliant. So we are like no other. We're like no other region. One of my favourite sayings that came out of all the brand workshops was Taranaki is an attitude. And that's what we are. It's what we believe we are. It's an attitude.
I'm actually a bit of a fan of
of town slogans, and I brought a few with me.
Oh, right.
Today. And just tell me what you think of these ones. You matter and matter matter.
Oh, that's very good. I like that rhyming, you know, it's an essence sort of thing, yeah.
That's a good one, isn't it?
That's a good one.
What about Kerry Kerry, it's so nice they named it twice?
Once would probably be enough.
Of course, you Canterbury.
Yes.
But there has been the suggestion that it could be read as, of course you can't, Bury.
I always used to like Hamilton, not what you'd expect. But if you are swinging by New Plymouth over the next week, check out the abstract garden concept adorning the coastal walkway. The work of garden designers Christopher Mason and Robert Watson is up for the duration of the city's Rhododendron Festival. Now, our Goldie art sequel is coming up soon, but